All right, so I want to talk about CM Punk here. So, he had a second fight in UFC, and it was a complete disaster. He got his ass kicked. I mean, let's be quite honest about it. I mean, it was an embarrassment. I mean, this guy's been training now for years and years, and to just come into a fight like this and get his ass kicked, I mean, it in some level, it is embarrassing. Now, what's really annoying me are the people that are saying, well, he has heart, he has fight, he's trying his best, he's giving it his all, he's giving it his effort. First off, this isn't second grade baseball. This isn't second grade athletics. This is professional fighting that millions of people are watching. I mean, I remember, when I struck out in third grade and my baseball coach told me it's okay because I gave it all. This isn't the same. This is about performing and putting on a good product for people. I mean, you can't come into UFC on a paid pay-per-view and fight like this. I mean, it was an embarrassment. I mean, I'm not even a UFC fan. I mean, his opponent was like milking it too. I mean, you could tell, and Dana White was upset with Punk's opponent afterwards because he wasn't even finishing the fight. That's how pathetic it was. This guy could fuck around because this guy was just so much better than CM Punk, a guy who's, by the way, is like 0-1. He's had one fight and he lost it. He easily beat CM Punk. I mean, I'm sure I could do about a good job as CM Punk did in there. I mean, it was pretty fucking bad. So I'm tired of hearing about the heart thing and, he gave it his all. They said that the first time he got his ass kicked. Now they're saying it again. So, and it's more on UFC, too, than it is on Punk. I mean, like, I compare this to when WWE brings in part-timers and people get upset, or they bring in people just because of their name. Like, let's say they brought in Ronda Rousey and she sucked ass. People wouldn't be happy. They wouldn't be like, oh, well, she's giving it her all, she's trying her best. No, they would be upset that we're paying our good hard-earned money to watch a shit product. And that happens sometimes where people get pushed just because of their names. I mean, look at Roman Reigns. The only reason he's in this company is because his cousin is The Rock. Do you think he would be where he is now? What are the chances that he would be where he is now if he wasn't in that stupid family? Very, very little. But I don't get on here and people don't say, oh, well, he's trying his best, guys, so it's okay. I love him because he's trying, even though he sucks. He's trying. No, this is, again, it's professional sports. I mean, you don't see you don't see fans of sports teams saying, oh, yeah, I'm happy with my team even though they lost, even though they might suck ass. I watch every game because they just give their effort. No, I mean, it's about performing and at least putting on a watchable product. I mean, the fact that people pay for this shit is another insult. I mean, people are wasting their money. Just like when I watch a pay-per-view of WWE's and I see a shit match, I'm not happy. So, I mean, the fact that, like, CM Punk's trying his hardest and this guy is, like, toying with him and he could have easily put him away multiple times, but he chose not to for whatever reason. I guess he wanted to be on TV for a longer amount of time or some shit like that. Or he wanted to embarrass CM Punk. And that's exactly what it was. It was embarrassing. I mean, I know Punk did some work prior to UFC, like with jiu-jitsu and shit like that, with like the Gracies or something like that. But then he's had years of training. I get that he's old, but so is Brock Lesnar, and he still kicked ass. But to like not even have a chance and to get humiliated like that with years of training, I mean, you figure he would be able to do a little bit better than that. You figure he would at least have a fighting chance. Like, but no, I mean, I watched the highlights and it wasn't even close. It was an embarrassment. So I'm sick of people saying he tried his hardest because, I mean, I guess you could say, oh, he didn't back down, guys, but that's so cliche. You should always give it your all in sports, whether you're playing in high school, whether you're playing in 6th grade, whether you're playing in college, whether you're a professional. You should always give 110%. I mean, if you're going to play a sport, you should be giving your whole effort. You shouldn't be backing down or not giving it your all. Then don't play the sport. I mean, I hate when people say, oh, yeah, he ran hard for the ball in baseball. He gave a good effort. He should give a good effort. He's getting paid millions of dollars. He better give a good effort. People pay to sit in the stands and watch the fucking game. He better be running as hard as he fucking can. So I hate, oh yeah, good effort. It's just so cliche. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on CM Punk's UFC disaster.